Hey guys, look, welcome to another episode of Struggling Hunters. And not only is it another episode, but it's the big 100. Exactly, 100.
Number 100. We finally made it to 100. It's crazy. A lot of hard work, Joe.
It has been.
Yeah, a lot of hard work, and just trying to figuring out what we're trying to make our channel. A lot of hard work and a lot of time and effort put into it, and I think that like the future of this channel is pretty awesome, and it's pretty broad as far as like what we're gonna do and what we're gonna make the channel. But to get to
oh, sorry.
here, to get to where we are, like number 100 is has been just like a journey of its own, and kind of getting used to being in front of the camera and talking about hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff all the time. Like all of it has been such a journey, and I mean we made it in a way.
True.
This was one of our stepping stones, milestones, if you will, that we wanted to do 100 episodes, and here we are now.
Right.
Plugging away every week.
Every week, every day. That's the one, like, kind of going back, thinking what Struggling Hunters is and what it. I don't know that we haven't probably quite done as good of a job as we needed, but the whole premise of the Struggling Hunters is hunters struggle.
Yeah.
And of course you've seen that in our talking of our stories of our hunting over the last, I guess, year and a half, 2 years, almost 2 years worth of episodes. But also it goes into, we haven't done as well of a job as talking about probably, like behind the scenes and actually what real life is like, for us, and how hunting and all that involves, and making sure that happens, and what ends up going in just to even getting to go out going hunting is a struggle sometimes too.
Yeah. I think I'd like to elaborate on that is part of the Struggling Hunters, or what we always wanted to make Struggling Hunters about was not just like the hunt being struggles, which we kind of, I feel like we kind of go down that path a lot more. But it was also just like, being a little bit of that weekend warrior hunter and trying to get better at it, and working it out with your family. I mean, it's tough. For us, we don't do a lot of traveling yet, but for hunting, I mean, we kind of do, but but it's literally
relatively
a few weekends.
A couple hours from home.
Right.
5 hours from home is kind of what, in a way, but yeah.
But those hunting seasons, like, even the few weeks that we're away from home, it's just tough. It kind of rocks the foundation at home a little bit, because it's different. Luckily the wives understand and really work with us, and understand that we have this passion to be better hunters, and we're trying to also provide content around it. So it's been a lot of fun and a lot of adjustment. But that's kind of the realm of Struggling Hunters. Is it's not just always that we struggle hunting, but just struggling on the things that you don't see on the outside of that too.
And maybe we'll try this next 100 episodes do a little better job on, I guess it'll be discussing the logistics of being able to go hunting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more of the struggles, what that is like for us individually, and then as families too.
Yeah.
Because it's different dynamics. Like two very different groups of guys here in a way. Eric has a couple kids, and I. A wife and a couple kids for Eric. I got a wife and a dog, so so it's a little different responsibilities between us.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I've been spending some time with Joe lately, and you want to see some people that treat their dog like their kids. Probably better than their kids, really. This guy right here, he babies his dog. I've never seen. Well, I probably have, but he really does baby his dog. He loves his dog, and treats him like his kid. So it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, he's a spoiled. He knows who runs the household.
Oh yeah. He definitely.
He's just like a kid too. If he wants your attention, he knows how to get it.
Yep.
But he's just like a kid too. He's excited when I get home.
Yep. Well, arguably, probably more excited than the kids are.
True.
Sometimes I come home and they come running up to me, Dad's home, Then other times they're like, oh, hey, Dad. so it's kind of funny though. But that's the dynamic. But yeah, I mean, I think the next 100 episodes is really gonna define. It kind of just makes me think about what I'm trying to say is. I think the next 100 episodes defining those family dynamics, and you guys have seen on the channel a few times a little bit of appearance of my son and stuff, but I'm always trying to take him out here, and I don't know, part of the fun for me is to actually have him out here showing him this stuff, even if it kind of I don't want to say like ruin or anything, but like maybe it makes it more challenging for me to get my animals and stuff, because I'm working with this youngster. But I don't know, it's worth it to me because
everyone needs an excuse on why they don't get an animal.
Yeah.
At least you have someone to.
I blame it all on my son. Look, I'm gonna be a responsible parent right now and just blame it all on my son. So. Uh-oh.
I heard that.
Okay, we got Carter on the side of us. He's out here today with us, so having fun. You want to make an appearance real quick, Carter?
I found this.
Tell him what it is.
I found a blade.
Oh, it looks like a hacksaw blade, an old saw blade.
Just very small.
Yeah. Yeah, Carter's out here celebrating the 100th episode with us, so.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
So it's taken us almost 2 years to get 100 episodes. So another 2 years will be 200 podcast episodes.
Yep.
So that'll be kind of interesting. It'll be fun to see where that next little bit goes as we've grown to be who we are today, and there's even more room to grow, keep going.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I think the skies are the skies are the limit, or even past the skies, right? What's the other saying after that? It doesn't really matter, but the sky's the limit. I think that we can. I think that it's going to be a fun next couple 100 episodes, or 100 episodes rather, and I mean, I don't know. I don't want to beat a dead horse.
Right.
I'm just excited that we got to this milestone, and I hope that you guys understand that, and we'll just keep working on. Making better content and trying to figure this YouTube stuff out and making better videos,
Yeah, well, we'll quit beating that dead horse now, and
yeah.
And we just kind of say too with the announcement with the 100 episodes is there's some changes coming along, kind of within the realm of struggling hunters, but we won't. Well, it has to do a lot with struggling hunters, but we won't get into that. We'll let you guys cliffhanger for next week. Then we'll actually do a little bit of a reveal.
Big announcement.
Yeah.
Joe's trying to be humble, but it's a big announcement.
Yep, it's a big announcement.
So
So
make sure you tune in next week for that episode.
And I wanted to throw that in there before we got too deep into the podcast, but
Yeah.
and then we'll just leave that horse dead there. We'll quit beating it and move on to talking maybe turkey hunting. We talked a little bit last week, but Colorado and Utah's turkey hunts are coming up. And what are you gonna do different?
Hopefully, find them. That's really my biggest hurdle the last couple years of just kind of understanding turkeys. I swear, in the years past, I'd drive by them and be like, "Oh, there's some turkeys," and open season comes up, and I'm like, "Where did they go?" And so. That's gonna be my main goal though is trying to get better at locating where they are, where their habitats are, and hopefully get some success this year. That's it's been 2 years since I started turkey hunting, and I'm 0 for 2. So
Yeah, you haven't even seen a turkey for turkey season, have you?
So that's kind of a loaded question because
You are the turkey.
I am the turkey, yeah. No, I haven't really seen turkeys whenever I'm actually hunting. Like I haven't been able to like seen one and go, oh, I'm gonna make a play. But because I work out in the field, I've been at work, not
Right.
had my shotgun or, not in the hunting mood, and
So
literally
you're-
had them like run across the road from me.
You've been a road hunter, but not hunting, but been on the road and seen them. Not
Yeah.
while you've been hunting.
Yeah, like an accident, and it's like, oh man, if I only had a shotgun, or, or if I wasn't on private property, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I've definitely seen them during hunting season, but just haven't been able to run into them so much while I was hunting. So,
Gotcha.
what about you? What do you?
Well, finding them is going to be the big thing, but then finding them on a public property, and then I'd like to actually try to, since I got one already, got my well, I shouldn't say already. I have not this year, but I have bagged a turkey at least once in my life, but I'd like to at least try to maybe call one in this time, or
Yeah.
instead of it wasn't so much a run and gun, but
You saw 'em,
actually call one in instead
aggressively got them.
of jump it and oh wow, there's a turkey.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that right now, just to have some success under my belt. I'll definitely take that just to run and gun. But I also, I guess, since we're on the subject, get better at calling and understanding the calling a little bit better. Should probably be working on it right now.
Yeah, I think that's one of the honest things though is understanding how to put all that into perspective. Like
Yeah.
we talk about wanting to do better, but it seems like the seasons come and go, and you get caught up in life, and then how I guess that's what I'm trying to say is hunting to be good at it instead of just having that dumb luck is you kind of gotta have it be a part of your life. Like
Yeah.
it can't just be 2 months out of the year when you're in the field hunting. It's
Yeah.
got to be kind of a year-round thing if you want to be good at it.
Yep. No, I think you're exactly right. I mean, I think that's what gives you the more chances of getting success is kind of understanding the land and doing your homework before the opening day. You've already done a little more homework.
Right.
And I'll be honest, for turkey season this year, I haven't really been doing a lot of homework. I think we've both been a little crazy busy this year.
Yeah.
We got a lot of changes everywhere going on, and just trying to survive, live life, I guess, and everything. That's part of struggling hunters, like we said earlier, and kind of going back to beating a dead horse. But it is like you get busy in life, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I haven't been focusing on hunting the way I should. So, but I think things will slow down eventually, and we'll get where we want to be. But it is kind of key to success though, is having that stability to work on hunting outside of hunting.
Right.
Outside of
Well, I think
your
that's kind
opener.
of the trick of it all, or struggle too, is balancing life and hunting and being successful at both.
Yep.
I mean, that kind of puts a lot on your plate, and then trying to understand your priorities, and it's cool to be that top dog hunter, but at the same time, I feel like sometimes that comes at a cost to other things in your life.
Yeah. Well, it can. And I mean, one thing that I don't think I talk about enough on this channel is I love hunting to death, but I also love other stuff too.
Right. Yeah.
And I get caught up in, depending on the seasons or whatever. And I haven't done it a lot over the years, but snowboarding and skiing, I kind of want to get more into that. And the reason I bring that up though is because like a lot of people out there, like the seasons change and your mind's not always on hunting, but that's part of the struggle of it. And I mean like just because I say that, I don't want it to be misconstrued that I don't like love hunting. It's just there is other things that I'm so into and like doing, and then raising kids, man. That's the crazy part, is like just trying to find time for everything. You got sports, school activities, you know, kids all, and my kids are still pretty young here in another few years. They're all going to be like doing their own thing, and, you know, you'll be chasing them around, and it makes you pull your hair out. And then trying to do I don't know where this is exactly going, but trying to do like YouTube and everything, it's just, man, it gets overwhelming sometimes. But that's the struggles of it, and that's why we're the struggling hunters, is because we trying to be really great hunters when we can, but you know, we're also trying to get through everything else. Now I think we've officially beat that dead horse.
Yeah, we have. Sorry if that horse has come back a couple times and you're tired of us talking about it. But I think on that note, we might need to start wrapping it up.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Yeah, I think. Well, actually, before we wrap it up, though, how'd you feel with we shot the bow? I think Joe already explained that, but we shot the bow earlier. How'd you feel shooting that bow?
Good. Yeah, it was shot. Eric got a new bow. We didn't say that yet, but
yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
yeah, but we'll say that for the next episode. So we shot his bow, and it's kind of interesting. I shot it. How it shot for me was different. How it shot for him, and then we shot my bow, and it hit mine. Mine shot good. Eric shot good. They both feel good. They feel good and feel different at the same time, but
yeah. Oh, it's definitely a learning curve whenever, you know, we're shooting each other's bows, and, you know, he shoots mine, and it doesn't hit where mine were hitting, but then I shoot his and mine don't hit where his were. But with my bow, I felt like I was shooting my bow a little bit better than he was shooting my bow, but he was shooting his bow better than I was shooting his bow. So it's just kind of fun. I think, you know, it's more like what we're used to or something. I don't know. Even though both of our bows are still kind of new, but I do have a little more of a feel for mine. So maybe that's part of it, or I don't know. Plus, I was making the adjustments on mine for me, so that's probably, you know, and then you made the adjustments for you. So
yeah, correct.
But yeah, so and that kind of stuff. In the future, we're gonna probably do some stuff with our bows, like make videos outside of the podcast that kind of make all this make some different videos and make more videos or something, or we've talked about it, and so yeah, should be fun. We got a lot of good video ideas. It's just kind of finding the time and trying to get together that is going to make that possible. So we're working on trying to do some stuff, and so exciting stuff for the next 100 episodes.
Yep.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to 100.
Thank you.
We kind of went off the dome with this. We didn't have a big plan for episode 100 as far as like what we were going to talk about, but I hope that you guys liked it. If you have any ideas of what you want us to talk about more, or dive into more on an episode or on a subject, let us know, and we'll get that done. And with that said, guys, thanks for most of you guys. Some of you guys have been with us all 100 episodes. Some of you guys have tuned in at different times, but thanks for sticking with us, and we appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Number 100. Give it a thumbs up for number 100. Have a good one. Thanks for listening to the Struggling Hunters.
See ya.